What's up, y'all? It's your girl Miracle back with another one alongside with her co-host
Creole Barbie.
And today's topic is how to improve respect for your significant other.
I like
Sis,
it.
dive right on in.
So, how to improve respect for someone that you're dealing with, you're dating, or in a relationship with, your partner? Well, number one thing is has to be a communication factor.
That's right.
So I learned how to actually communicate better. I can sometimes be aggressive with my tone, the way I address certain situations.
Yes.
I try to be more mindful of how I come across and how I actually speak. So therefore, I feel like communication is number one.
Yes.
Sometimes it's the way you come off.
Yes.
So just take time to self-reflect, especially when you're communicating one way and you keep getting these same negative results from
That's
your
right.
partner. Because your partner feed off of your energy.
They sure do.
And vice versa.
Yep. So, you know me.
Yes.
I took the time to actually come up with my own opinion and meaning for this topic.
Okay.
So, first things first, to have better respect for your significant other, you have to improve the respect with your significant other, like essential, for fostering trust, connection, and long-term harmony.
Yes.
I know a lot of people probably won't understand what that means, but here are some strategies that I came up with.
Okay.
To enhance the respect in the relationship. Number one is practicing and listening. And you know, us women got that problem. We don't listen and we don't know how to shut up.
I'm guilty of it.
I'm guilty too. Hey, look, I'm honest. Number two is showing appreciation and gratitude. Just anything you do.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's really important. And also another thing is men like to feel like they're appreciated as well as women.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, y'all. The third one is respecting each other's boundaries.
Yes.
Because, okay, let me say this. Women, we got this problem. I'm not going to really say it's a man thing because men do sometimes know how to respect a woman's boundary depending on how they were raised and brought up. And men are not emotional like women. If a man say, well, hey, babe, today's just not the day. I'm not really feeling like doing that at the moment. You can't get upset.
Yes.
Respect his boundaries. Respect the fact that he's being honest with you. Because some people do it just to be like, well, I'm going to just make her happy. But in all, it doesn't solve the problem.
No, it doesn't. It's very important about boundaries.
Right.
And so I feel like when you're respecting a person's boundaries, especially when you're in that dating phase,
Yes.
meaning certain time calls, certain time of the night, I feel like I'm not accepting any calls.
That's right.
So early mornings is a no-go for me.
That's right.
Because I feel like at this point, you're trying to use me on a sexual term.
Ooh.
And also, I feel like another important thing is not respecting boundaries, meaning you're not keeping that line of communication open.
That's right.
So don't just hit me up on a whim.
That's right.
And expect me to be all in and stop what I'm doing to go see about you.
That's right.
When you didn't respect me enough to keep the lines of communication open.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important. And also, when your partner says no on either side, if it's something they don't agree with, and the answer is no, leave it at no.
Yeah.
Don't try to
keep
press
bugging them.
the issue.
Yeah. And don't think they love you any less because they said no. It's just mean not right now, not in this moment, not in this time. It doesn't mean that no can potentially turn into a yes.
Right.
But when you constantly poking, that's insanity.
And it's no respect.
It's no respect.
It's almost like you're there to get what you want.
Yeah.
And
like
not
a little baby.
validate that person's feelings.
Yep.
And back to what you said about the whole communication. Matter of fact, go back to your key points again, because I want to make sure I have a really good point I'm about to make.
So the first one I said was practicing and listening.
Okay.
The second one was showing more appreciation and gratitude. That basically means don't just say you appreciate somebody. Show them with the gratitude. Like, how can I show you that I appreciate you, babe? You get up every day and go to work for me, and I know you don't want to do it, but I really appreciate you. and I did it with gratitude, without attitude, without anger, without like, oh, I'm just gonna say it to make him feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Or sliding so
yeah,
you know.
gotta have gratitude.
Speaking of showing gratitude, I myself had to get humbled yesterday. So the guy I'm dealing with, you know, my partner,
yes,
he actually made a comment, and he said, "I really miss you."
Wow. And what did you say? Because no, I heard.
So when he tells me he missed me, instead of saying, "Well, you know what? I miss you too," I said, "I know."
See, that wasn't showing gratitude or appreciation. Because I would have at least appreciated the fact that he said, "I miss you."
Because that's opened up a more vulnerable side.
Yeah.
Men don't say that often.
Okay, y'all, sis be coming off a little aggressive. We gonna work on it though, overtime.
But I did tell him the reasoning.
What was the reasoning?
So when he said, because after I said I know, he said, "You know what? You are cocky."
Shout out to LJ.
So I told him, I said, "LJ, the reason why I can honestly say I know and stand on it,"
yeah,
and I said, and don't get me wrong, I'm going to finish my reasoning, but I have something for you too.
okay.
I said, for one, I know I'm a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
I said, "LJ, I put everything on the line. I'm honest.
Yeah.
I keep the communications open. You know what I'm doing
Right.
at all times."
Right.
And I also said, and I miss you too, LJ.
Yeah.
Don't make it seem like I'm just saying I'm knowing this and knowingly and holding it in and being egotistic, because I'm
Right.
not.
Right.
But I said, I appreciate you for who you are and the things you do for me.
That's right.
And that makes me miss you as well.
Exactly.
So he calmed down and he felt better.
And I want you to understand something. You just described, so there is many ways you can describe missing someone, or many ways to show your gratitude. After you finally, you joked a little bit in the beginning, but you finally came to your senses and was like, well, I can show him that I miss him without saying I miss you.
Exactly.
I can tell you I miss you. I can tell you I miss you all day, but showing you is more.
Yes.
Or telling you how I feel about you is more.
Because he's more of a person where he speaks on he speaks emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm more of an action doer.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's not an action doer.
Right.
But he's more vocal about how he feels. And me, I'm not as vocal.
Yeah.
But I can always show you better than I can tell you.
Right. So you're like the giver.
Yes.
He's the receiver.
Yes.
Yeah. So to add on to the other key points, because
Okay.
I got 7 of them. That was 3. So the 4th one is support their individuality. Did y'all hear what I said?
Yes.
Support their individuality.
Don't
Don't try to change them. Let them be who they are, because it will make your relationship stronger. And let me just say this. A person that really wants to be with you genuinely, they will change those bad areas they know they have anyways without you having to tell them.
Right.
So respect their individuality. Sorry, y'all.
Because honestly, and I hate to say this, because when you're in a relationship, sometimes I feel like you get caught up in the identity.
Yeah.
People want to see you as two, when really it's like, I have my own feelings. I'm
That's
my own
true.
person.
You're 2 different individuals.
Yes, and you have to respect that fact. I had an ex when I first started doing YouTube. Well, always want to get into my vlogs and be the scene of attention. And I'm like,
He's trying to steal your shine.
this is my individuality.
And that's not being genuine. He was basically trying to use you for clout.
But then when you get mad at me, says, well, you want me for YouTube. You using me for views and likes. And I just said
He
that
was
you
never
lying
genuine. Because
sucker.
that wouldn't have never even came out of his mouth.
I said, well, I never wanted you on there. I just put you on there because you begged me to death.
Exactly.
And you know, and,
Hello, somebody.
but that's the whole thing of having your identity.
Yes.
Like, let me be able to branch off and be me.
And be me.
I can't be me if I had you here all the time with me.
And you have to live in your truth. Even in a relationship.
Yes.
You have to live in your truth. Don't change for the good, don't change for the bad. That's the best way to sum that up.
And let your partner compliment you. And
That's
you compliment them.
That's right.
But not change it to where now I'm taking on someone else's identity.
That's right.
Don't take the back seat, because sometimes in relationships we take the back seat a lot.
That's right.
On both sides.
Yeah.
You know?
But be the good change.
Yes.
Not the bad change.
Definitely.
So the fifth one is practice more empathy.
So
what is your thoughts on that?
I like it, because I feel like you should never sympathize, but you should always empathize
yes.
with someone.
Yes, and their feelings.
And put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
And they'll respect you more. Because sympathize, meaning you're pitying them.
Yeah.
And you're giving them sympathy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, especially men, they don't want you to have sympathy for
They
them.
don't. Because they don't want to put their pride to the side and them big old egos and say, I got somebody that actually loves me. Let me try to soften up just a little bit. It don't make you a punk.
It really does.
I'm just saying.
It does. But when you can see that vulnerable side, it makes your relationship and love so much more beautiful.
That's right.
To see your partner actually cry in front of you, that's a lot. Especially
That's
when
right.
it comes from a man.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to throw in their face and to laugh at.
Yeah, you don't do that, because then you'll shut them down. They'll feel like, I can't do that ever again. She laughed at me.
That's a part of empathizing.
Yeah.
When somebody's that vulnerable, they can open up and express their emotions.
Right. And another thing, y'all, they truly love you if they show you that side of them.
And just like you said, trust. They
Yeah.
trust you.
They
Because
trust
people
you
do not
with their
break-
feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the next one is communicate kindly. Hold on, I'm gonna say this loud and clear. Communicate kindly and respectfully.
Yes.
I probably should have placed that as one, but it's okay. The order I got is fine. They all important. I feel like tone matters. The way you say things, aggression, the insults. Be careful, because don't make somebody feel like you're trying to get your point across, but you're being disrespectful in the same manner, because nobody is going to listen to you.
Because you know what they say about us, especially black women. We have
Yeah.
bad attitudes.
Woo!
We have attitude problems, and that's why we single, because we have that mouth. This gets us in trouble.
And you know what, sis? I'm not going to lie. I'm working on it, because I say this all the time. What I don't ever want to do is make my husband feel like I'm just being that bad, disrespectful wife. I'm not that person. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that typical stereotype wife, because you have a lot of wives out there, or even just women in relationships in general, that are really, y'all are disrespectful. And I'm not even trying to even take it there, but I want y'all to understand that a man loves you more when you show them respect through the way you communicate with them.
A man is a man, number one.
Yes.
So at all,
You shouldn't be talking to him that way.
You have to come at them with respect.
And now, don't get me wrong, y'all. It took me a little while to get here, but when you finally you want to be a better version of you, you will change.
Absolutely.
And because you want someone, you will change. And nobody had to make me change. I had to do it for myself. I'm like, okay, he don't like this. He don't like that. Even if I don't agree with it, I have to do the best in my ability to make him feel like I'm at least trying.
You have to, and a lot of women mess up with this. So when they have that strong personality and mouth,
Yep.
a lot of times, sometimes I feel like it's prompted by homegirls
Yeah.
and also family members.
That's true.
Girl, you better wear the pants in that house. Telling them what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be
And
doing.
it's not correct.
In their home.
Yeah.
And no, you should never tell somebody to cuss their man out
Yeah.
or put them out or this X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, and Z.
Tell him he's worthless and you're a piece of bum and,
Yeah.
all of that. And of course, you're going to get a negative result in
That's
the
right.
end.
That's
And
right.
these are why people don't stay.
Yep.
And even with men, because I see men sometimes talk bad to women.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, why are you even with this woman?
And I'm glad you just brought that up, because that kind of touched me. Men, this is to y'all now, but I get on the women too. Y'all have to work on not just the way we communicate with y'all, but the way y'all communicate with women, because we are sensitive creatures. And that's the best way to say it. We have feelings, and when we are passionate about something, we're passionate. Like, I'm telling you, you did something wrong. I'm telling you, I said what I said, it was wrong. Even if you feel like it's not wrong, y'all job as the man is to be like, babe, you was right. I could have handled that a little different. Even knowing the woman was wrong.
Yes.
But they're supposed to emphasize with our feelings as well too, and not make us feel like they're invalidating them.
Yeah.
So be careful, men and women, when it comes to communicating respectfully to your spouse. Don't make them feel like you're being disrespectful or you're disregarding their feelings, because that's really, really important to maintain a healthy relationship, going back to last week's topic.
And don't ever disrespect them in front of somebody, such as homeboys.
That's right.
Or homegirls.
That's right.
Because
no outsiders.
People see that and they slide in.
Mm-hmm.
They slide in with cracks. So when people wondering why they woman stepped out with the homeboy.
That's right.
Or the homegirl stepped in with the man. Think about what you did in front of that person.
Yeah, and it's really embarrassing.
If
you gotta check your partner, check them at home.
That's right.
In the privacy of your home, or even if you're doing it on the way home in the car, wherever you may do it in y'all's privacy, because that's y'all's relationship. And at the end of the day, you don't want outsiders to be the judge and be like, this man or this woman did this in front of us and they stayed.
Yes.
That's the real embarrassing part. I don't think the embarrassing part is just mainly when they did it. I think it's about the fact that you know you're not going to leave the person and then you embarrass them. That's what hurts the most.
Humiliation.
Yes.
You have to be careful.
Sis, just to add on, the last key point that I came up with is taking responsibilities for your mistakes. I'm going to say that again.
Yes.
Men and women, you have to take responsibility for your mistakes. Accountability. Take accountability. Don't go blaming mommy, daddy, sister, brother, not even your significant other. If you know that it wasn't right, whether you were wrong or right in the situation, as the adult, you have to take accountability and say, you know what, babe? I could have said that differently.
Yes.
You know what, babe? I could have just walked away and we could have revisited this conversation and dealt with it in a different manner. You know what, babe? I could have just not said anything and let you have the floor and gave you the respect. It's about how you say things, because you have to be willing to take accountability in order to sustain a healthy relationship. I don't care what nobody say.
There's always a root of something.
Yes.
And sometimes if you're the root, you have to take accountability for it.
That's right.
It's only right.
That's right.
If you don't, then that means there's something that's wrong and you have to do a lot of soul searching.
That's right. That's right. Sure. So in conclusion, I came up with this, and hear me out carefully, y'all. Respect is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship and building it. It requires continuous effort and intentional actions. Do I need to repeat it?
I think you pretty much summarized everything.
That's pretty much what that all means in one. Just work on maintaining and keeping the respect to have a sustainable, healthy relationship.
I agree.
No matter what. Even if it's just being generous, kind words, showing gratitude, showing respect. Hey, babe, you hungry? Let me tell y'all something, because I see this nowadays a lot. Also, you got to remember, even when things are not on the right track and y'all going through a rough patch, whether it be just a small disagreement or whatever you may be going through, you have to always remember that it's still my husband and I am still his wife. That is still my woman and I am still her man. Don't let that just be thrown out of the window because you're angry and upset about something. And a lot of y'all do it. Don't even sit up here and try to play, because we all done been there and done that. We ain't gonna go there though.
I agree.
Always remember that even in bad times, don't ever change the dynamic of how you love your significant other.
You can't. it's all gonna get better in the long run.
That's right.
It's worth fighting for.
That's right.
And if it isn't, then you need to go ahead and exit.
Baby, you need to hit that. She
But
said it. Well, y'all, that basically wrapped up that topics for tonight. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for hitting the screen over here. Everybody that joined in, if you can, go tap the link in my bio. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And sis, we have 2 different things that we do, but we're together all the time. Ain't that right?
For sure.
Make sure y'all like and comment. We love the comments, y'all. And remember, we got some things coming up here shortly, so y'all don't want to miss out. You better tap, 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 and share your thoughts. Ain't that right, sis?
That's right.
But without further ado, I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Always remember, be respectful to your spouse. Love your spouse. Show gratitude. Show appreciation. Show them that they matter to you, even when it's hard to show them that.
Yes.
Never invalidate your spouse's feelings. Make them feel like they are your number 1 priority. But without further ado, Sisterhood Convos, y'all. Bye.